There's a huge misconception among Christians as to what a deconverted Christian is. So in this video, I hope to clarify this point. I'd like to start by saying that I think there's a lot of Christians who don't even know what deconversion is. It's a foreign word, and for a lot of Christians, when they think about a conversion, they don't ever think about a deconversion. So the word deconversion is already foreign to the Christian, and to anybody who even understands what it means, they think that the concept itself is foreign, or is not even possible. After all, how could a Christian, a genuine Christian, ever abandon their faith? Either they were never Christian to begin with, or they've simply backslidden and will return to the faith one day. A deconverted Christian and a backslidden Christian. These are two entirely different things, and I think we have to first of all differentiate between these two before we can go into why Christians deconvert. One of the common misconceptions among Christians concerning deconverted Christians is that the deconverted Christian has ulterior motives for deconverting. However, this is confused with backslidden Christian. The backslidden Christian is simply someone who fell away from their faith because they chose to do other things in place of it. So a backslidden Christian is not somebody who has abandoned their faith, but rather placed other things in front of their faith and has slipped away. However, this is not the case with the deconverted Christian. A deconverted Christian is not to be confused with the backslidden Christian. The deconverted Christian is not angry with God. The deconverted Christian has not abandoned their faith so that they can party, or so that they can have premarital sex, or do drugs, or any of these things. The deconverted Christian and the backslidden Christian are two entirely different things, and one does not necessarily lead to the other. In fact, the more passionate a Christian is, the more likely he or she will be to study his faith and actually try to find evidence to validate their faith. So instead of a backslidden Christian leading into a deconverted Christian, it's actually the other way around. Many passionate Christians began searching for evidence to substantiate their faith. Upon not finding this evidence, started to doubt and question more of their faith, which then led to their deconversion. The backslidden Christian may return to their faith after they realize that they are not living in harmony with God, whereas the deconverted Christian may only return to their faith when they find substantial evidence to back up their once passionate faith. So the next time you hear of someone who says they are a deconverted Christian or they've gone through a deconversion, it's exactly as it sounds. They have basically once been converted to Christianity and are now deconverted from it. And they are not deconverted from Christianity because they are angry with God, because they want to live a promiscuous life. They have deconverted from the Christian faith because they could not find substantial evidence to back up their faith, which led to, in many cases, agnosticism, and in some cases, atheism. And it's true that many atheists used to be Christians, which is why so many of them know so much about the Christian faith and the Bible. And you know what they say? The quickest way to atheism is to read your Bible.